Hello, I'm GSK and welcome to Social History, the series that looks back on those memorable football seasons that took place in the dark days before social media existed. This time we reflect on the 03-04 Premier League season when Arsene Wenger's Arsenal earned the title of Invincibles as they cruised to a 13th top-flight title. The season starts with a sea of change in English football as Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich buys Chelsea for £140 million.
Shut up and take my money!
Almost immediately, Abramovich flexes his financial muscle as Chelsea spend £110 million on 10 new players, including Juan Sebastian Veron for 15 mil, Claude Makelele for 16 mil, and Damien Duff for 17 mil. 17 million for Duff? Have we lost our rubles? 17 million for Duff. I hear Danny Drinkwater coming. There's change afoot at Manchester United too, with David Beckham moving to the Galacticos of Real Madrid for £25 million, with a boot print still in his forehead. He's replaced by a lanky, spotty 18-year-old from Madeira, Portugal, by the name of Cristiano Ronaldo, who at 12.2 million is the most expensive teenager in English football history. I'm especially proud to be first Portuguese player to join United and looking forward to helping the team achieve more success. Hope he's better than his dress sense. He's half the player the other Ronaldo is, literally. 84 goals for United. And Ronnie Boy hits the ground running in the Premier League, coming on as a substitute in United's opening day 4-0 win over Bolton and creating 3 goals. It was a marvellous debut, almost unbelievable. A few weeks later, Arsenal are visitors of Manchester United for a game so volatile that it will become known as the Battle of Old Trafford. The tackles fly in, there are endless bookings, and the Arsenal skipper Patrick Vieira is sent off. With the game goalless, Ruud van Nistelrooy misses a last-minute penalty, prompting monkey-faced Martin Keown to leap in front of the Dutchman, goading him relentlessly. A few days later, Keown issues an apology for his behaviour, but only because his missus had a go at him.
Roy Keane and Fergie don't scare me, but my missus definitely does.
She bites more than Tony Adams. Fergalicious isn't too happy. They're a mob who get away with murder. Could have killed them! Despite a huge influx of new players, Chelsea remain unbeaten in their opening 8 games, winning 6 of them. Only Arsenal offer any real competition, ending the Blues' run at Highbury in October, thanks to a late winner from Vavavoom himself, Thierry Henry, to make the game 2-1. It's not so rosy on the other side of North London, where Spurs are third from bottom with just 4 points from 6 matches, leaving chairman Daniel Levy with no option but to sack manager and club legend Glenn Hoddle. Leeds United are also in trouble. The Yorkshire club are heavily in debt, and with no money to invest in new players, they collect just 8 points from their first 12 games. A 6-1 defeat to Pompey proves to be the final nail in Peter Reid's coffin. Meanwhile at Highbury, Arsenal continue on a run that takes them all the way to Christmas undefeated. Nobody can beat them, and what's more, they are playing the kind of football that suggests nobody ever will. United's title defence is dealt a blow a week before Christmas when Rio Ferdinand is banned for 8 months and fined 50 grand for missing a drugs test earlier in the season. Ferdinand still maintains his innocence, explaining that he'd gone shopping instead. But his appeal falls on deaf ears. He's taking the piss rather than giving it. Hello? Oh, hello Lance, how you doing? But Arsenal continue to set the pace, and a run of 9 consecutive wins in the new year all but ends the title race with 5 games to play. The Gunners are still unbeaten, and they wrap up the title at the one place they'd want to win it. White Hart Lane! The very same ground where they won the first division in the double winning season of 1971. A 2-2 draw against rival Spurs proves sufficient as big spending Chelsea lose to Newcastle and have to make do with a runners-up spot. And it's the sweetest of moments for Sol Campbell, whose life has been made a misery by Spurs fans since he left the club and joined the Gooners in 2001. I'll just leave this here. Judas, Arsenal go into the final game of the 38-game season needing to avoid defeat against Leicester at Highbury to create history. It doesn't start well. The Gunners see themselves a goal down at half-time. Soon after the break, they draw level thanks to Thierry Henry's penalty. And when Patrick Vieira puts them ahead just after the hour, there's no way the Gunners are going to lose. And they complete the job with a 2-1 victory. For the first time in the history of the Premier League era, and only the second time in the history in the top flight, Arsenal go the entire campaign unbeaten, romping to the league title by a massive 11 points. They are calling this side
Invincibles? As long as you believe, then it is possible. It's a fantastic moment. I always had a dream to fulfill, and it's marvelous.